skeleton hid his seashells in the closet. Hey, welcome everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Hannah Peters.
Dan McGilbert.
Thanks for joining us tonight.
You bet.
Guest hosting.
Stoked to be here.
That's good. I am so glad you're here.
Just making my day.
Yeah, well, it is a joy to have you here.
Thank you.
In fact, guys, we want to try to get at least one guest hosting every now and then, so I am glad it's Hannah. Thrilled that she's here. Josh isn't off tonight, so just thought it'd be good to bring in somebody else. I went on holidays last week, Hannah.
You did.
But before I did that, I got to mention a straw poll that we got to do. I got to mention a straw poll.
Nice.
We're taking a poll. We want to find out what is your favorite Christmas tradition. I know I have my own favorite Christmas tradition. Do you have your own favorites?
Lots. It'll be hard to pick.
I know.
I'll filter through.
Yeah.
Fine.
I feel the same way. It's going to be hard. So last week I went on holidays. I was going to try to go on holidays anyway. Yeah, you did. You heard about it? So like the plan was to go to Canmore.
Yeah.
But we ended up having to leave on the Sunday, and on the Saturday, there was like a really bad storm, right? And so like the roads were terrible. And Sunday we thought, well, but like it's sunny outside, so it could be all right. And we get out there, and it was sheer ice. I had to turn around like just past Leduc. So
yikes! At least you tried.
We did try.
Made the effort, so
we
that's
did make
good.
the effort. We did.
Good.
But then we switched our trip to luxurious Sherwood Park.
Wow,
which is just as glamorous as Canmore.
Yeah, that's a pretty good destination.
It was.
I would have to say.
It was pretty good. When it comes to maybe holidays, what would be your favorite? Like, what do you like doing?
Well, it's no Sherwood Park.
Okay, wow.
But the
Thanks for
best
talking it
holiday
down.
that I admire it. It's great.
Okay.
The best holiday that I've ever been on was last summer before, everything happened and planes were still a thing.
Yes.
My family went to New Zealand and Australia for about a month. So
that would be sweet.
there was no ice. There was no snow. Although it was winter there.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
but they
went
don't
in
really
the
get that
summer.
cold there though, right?
There's a lot of rain and they don't heat their houses. So if it's like +6 or like, +4 outside, it's that cold inside. So it was an experience.
That would be an experience. Yeah. I would be game to go. Did you guys see things from like the Lord of the Rings when you were there, like in New Zealand?
We did, yeah. We mostly saw stuff from the Hobbits, the Hobbit movies, and we actually just watched both of them these past few weeks. And so the whole movie, we're like, we were there. Oh
man, totally. So, yeah, I'd be doing that too.
Yeah, it was pretty exciting.
That's so cool. Awesome. Hey, I see a number of people here with us. So good to have you guys. Mamie, see you. Gabriel, how's it going? Katie Beckman, Andrew, Abby Lepke. She doesn't even go here anymore. I don't even know if that's fair.
She's my biggest fan. Abby, you can stay as long as you want.
Well, I don't know.
Yes, you can stay.
We didn't discuss that.
Well, that's too bad.
Adrian, Danny's here. Jordy's here. Good to see you guys.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I saw Dilly Dilly commercial props in New Zealand. It's from a commercial. I saw
Silly
the props.
commercial
it was
props
great.
in New Zealand?
Yep.
Well, must be a New Zealand inside joke.
Had to be there.
Yeah, had to be there. So I think we're going to jump to a game because we're going to have some fun here before we keep going.
Awesome.
So we're going to jump on over to little Quiplash, just like we did a couple weeks ago. We're going to get that going. We're going to give our producers some time. Shout outs to all our producers in the room, actually. These guys are fantastic. They are rocking it tonight.
They're doing great.
And stoked that they are here. And, actually, as they're doing that, we've named these guys now, everybody.
Yes, Dan
just so you
named
know.
them.
Well, okay.
I can't even say the name.
I like what you guys chose for names, but I just felt like that the rabbit in particular needed a little bit of a pick-me-up. Right? He needed a name.
His name's got to do him justice.
Yeah, and Hannah, I'd kind of like you to say his name. Just think of it a shot.
It is Phantasmico.
Mr. Phantasmico. Did
I get it?
You did. You got it. You got it perfectly.
I've been practicing, so this is good.
Mr. Phantasmico
there you go.
is the
Mr.
rabbit. And the llama is Ed. Because that just makes sense.
It's nice and simple.
I felt because the rabbit is basically on the back and it's riding the llama, it's a
Yeah.
mister. Like it's not like
right, I forgot
It's just
that.
clear right
Mister.
that this guy's in charge, right? That he is running the
Oh, yeah.
show. So this is Mr. Phantasmico. So anyway,
It's a worthy name.
we've named those guys. So fantastic. As well, one of the things that we were also kind of thinking about, we wanted to give away a live prize here this week, which was basically you were going to have to guess at something, and you would get a prize at your door today. However, because the roads are not so great, we've decided to not do it tonight, but rather next week we're going to try and give away 2 prizes. I know.
That's a lot of excitement.
Crazy, right?
Oh, boy.
2 prizes.
2 prizes.
But you're going to get a chance to at least win the prize tonight. But next week is when you're going to actually get it. So we were thinking about it, though, Hannah, right? And we decided on what we think is a fair question.
Yep, a lot of thought went into this.
A lot of thought went into this. We think it's very doable.
Yep.
So here is the question. How many... I scared producer Caleb. How many ping pong balls are in this jar? How many are in this jar? That's the question for you. And we've already counted them, didn't we, Hannah? So we know the answer.
You counted them. Your counting skills, I was very impressed by, I gotta say.
Although I did kind of screw it up though. Like I almost did.
But
like
not
I was
the
putting.
counting.
Yeah, well, yeah, like it could have been better. Okay, but anyway though, I'm gonna leave this right here just for you guys to kind of think about and decide how many are in there. And yeah, if you get the right amount, you will get a prize next week. Hannah, do you remember what the prize was?
A Starbucks gift card.
Boom! Starbucks gift card. There you go. Eggnog latte on merge.
Perfect. Very
Perfect.
festive.
Perfect. Oh boy, we got lots of guesses coming through.
Oh my goodness.
18, 14. Can we scroll up the chat a little bit? Like I see there's a bunch of them there. From the very top. Okay, let's go back down. I don't see the winner yet. Oh, I do see the winner now. Do you see the winner?
I've seen a few.
Yep, so one of them was the leader.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
So that doesn't count. But I see a
Leaders.
student that got it, actually kind of midway through. Do you see what I'm talking
yeah,
about?
I do.
Yes, okay. Lucy, you
Woo!
won. 19 was the correct answer.
Good job.
Way
That-
to go.
pure
Lucy Machado
skill.
nailed it. We
Oh, yeah.
figured that'd be a fun one. So anyway, so long to the ping pong balls. We'll bring them back another day. Maybe we'll add more in a bigger jar even. We
You
could
know
do
what?
that.
There's a lot of excitement in that possibility.
There's a lot of excitement there. Good job though. Way to go everybody. Good guessing. Fantastic.
Great guess.
Phantasmico, as they would say. Are we good to go with games? Sweet deal. Okay, we're going to jump into
Nice.
Quiplash and get that going. So we see a few of our leaders are helping out with us tonight. Dylan, Spencer, Caleb, Andrew, Adrian, Jordy, Nathan, Carmen. Perfect. I like this game, Hannah. Do you like this game?
I love this game.
Great.
It's great.
It is a very fun
There's
game.
some very interesting responses.
Very interesting
I
responses.
hope they're interesting.
I hope so. I hope they're G-rated. That's always helpful.
I have very high expectations for our leaders.
I do too. I have high expectations, especially for Adrian, and he knows what I'm talking about. So Adrian, listen up, all right?
Wow, get called out.
Yeah, called out. That is right. Getting there. So, oh, and also, Lucy, by the way, you will get that gift at your house next week. We will drop it off to you. So look forward to that, all right? Next Wednesday night, that is yours.
Oh, the anticipation.
I know. Points based on percentage of votes received. Good to know. I always like it when they give you instructions on how to figure it out.
Yeah, it's super helpful, Dan.
Yeah, it is super helpful.
Yeah.
Write your answers on your device now. Oh,
Oh, I will get right on that.
yeah. Well,
Except for the
that's good.
fact that I have no device in front of me.
No, that's true.
But
I
you
don't
know
have a
what?
device either.
It's okay.
But this will be a fun part, though. I'm looking forward to seeing how this goes.
I'm ready to be entertained. We have a lot of leaders in. That's
We
great.
do have a lot of leaders in. That's fantastic. Good to see that. Just loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I don't know why I
We're
did
not
that just
sponsored.
now. No,
Caleb
actually,
would love it if we were.
Caleb would love it
But
if we're
we are not.
sponsored.
He's
We
not
are
even
not.
listening.
No,
so
he's not. He is plugged in right now. So
That's good.
Yeah,
Focused.
just focus. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I would like all kinds of sponsors. I would like for Ten Tree to be a sponsor
Oh, yeah.
because they
we
got some
should
sweet
contact
hats.
them
They
about
got some
that.
sweet hats. Right now, producer Caleb was looking at us funny as if he doesn't want Ten Tree to be one of our sponsors. That's
Just-
fine.
Just a little bit of jealousy. But
That's
you know what?
fine.
We can work through that.
That's okay. You don't have to get a hat. So,
Ooh, got him.
yep, roasted.
That's got a sting.
Yeah. Students, if you want to vote, please go to Jackbox TV. Type in the code in the top corner.
Oh, look, Dan, we have a sponsor. Andrew is
Andrew's going to
sponsor
sponsor merge. Andrew.
Perfect.
Wonderful. Just love it. All right. Questions are coming up. Spencer's taking his time.
Yep.
There's
Holding
11 and
everyone up.
12 in the audience. I like this. It's going good. Audience is racking up. Make sure you guys jump in. Help out with the voting. It's always good to have as many votes as possible. All right. The worst thing to discover that your 5-year-old is drawing.
Oh boy.
Thanos or
I cannot.
or a detailed map of Central Europe.
That I would be impressed. I couldn't draw that. Could
But
you
what,
draw
the
that?
worst thing to discover? Probably a detailed map of Central Europe. Let's be honest, right?
What?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe they're planning like world domination at that
Oh,
age,
you know what? That's not ideal.
right?
I'll give you,
know?
that.
Oh, 53% detailed map of Europe. That's fantastic.
There you go.
Excellent.
The audience has spoken.
Excellent. The
I
worst thing
wonder-
to use as a straw.
An elephant.
Or a raincoat. You know what? I actually think the raincoat would be more difficult.
Yeah, I think an elephant would be not bad. They
I
got
think it's
the
like a
trunk
built-in
going.
straw,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, I think that's solid. Yeah, I think that works.
Adrian. Oh, I liked Adrian's. Good job.
Ah, yes, good job.
The
Way to go.
audience is-
An elephant.
Wow.
We knew it all. Good try though, Adrian, with that raincoat. Better than
That
your
was
previous
definitely a
answers.
step up.
Yeah, big time. Under a full moon, a small number of people turn into a lovely. That's so good. Lovely chorus singing praises to God or
Hallelujah.
wet blankets. I'm gonna say they're gonna pick wet blankets on this one.
Oh,
I
you
feel like
gotta
that's the
sing
popular
praise.
answer.
You
Well,
gotta sing praise.
I'm with you.
And look, it was Caleb.
Oh,
I would have
Caleb.
voted for you, Caleb.
I would have voted for you too, Caleb. Excellent. Wet blankets. Dylan, good job.
The
Way to
audience
go.
liked it. That's
Audience
good.
did like it. Unfortunately, Curious George was the most curious about timeshares or banana leprechauns.
That's amazing.
Timeshares can get you in a lot of trouble. So
Can they?
Yeah, I wouldn't be too curious about those things. You could spend a lot of money
Well,
on a
maybe
lot
that's
of nothing.
why it's not
Yeah.
a good thing.
Just
that George
saying.
is curious.
Just saying.
Unfortunately, see, it was not a good thing.
No,
He got
not a good thing.
scammed.
Total scam. Jordy, way to go.
She knows where it's at.
Yeah.
Or
Ooh,
it's not.
Ooh, good old, well, I guess Jordy still got it. So there we go. Hard to believe, but Madame Tussauds now has a wax statue of a double-headed rabbit in liver failure. I'm not going to lie, no idea what that is, TBH.
Honestly, same.
I'm going to say that the answer on the right is hands down Jordy's. No, it's
Caleb's.
sorry. Oh man, my bad.
It's okay, Caleb. Me
Yeah,
neither. We're
producer
in the
Caleb's
same boat.
not impressed with me at the
The
moment.
audience liked it.
Oh
They
yeah, the
must-
audience did like it though.
They must relate to you.
They did like it though. Next question. What should have happened?
I wonder what it says.
The Titanic.
Sorry, what's it?
End of the Titanic.
At the end of
End
the
of the-
Titanic. What,
Keanu Reeves
Keanu Reeves
or Care Bear Stare?
or Care Bear Stare? Care Bear Stare.
I love the Care Bears. That is like so nostalgic for me.
But Keanu Reeves is like a gift to all of us, isn't he though?
True, but if he was at the end of the Titanic, would he have died?
He might have. I
That
don't
wouldn't
know.
be good. I wouldn't want that for
don't know.
Keanu.
A timeshare, Carmen. Timeshare is it's kind of like something right that I think you basically buy into. It's like a vacation spot somewhere around the world. What is the most popular kid from your high school? Or sorry, what the most popular kid from your high school is probably doing right now? Working at McDonald's, hopefully not drugs.
Oh no, she's hosting the merge show actually.
Oh,
Caleb did not like that.
nicely done. Nicely done.
Oh, I know which one his is.
Hopefully not drugs is what I would say.
Yeah,
Hopefully
that's
not
correct.
drugs. Working at McDonald's. Oh, look at that.
Oh, the audience almost swung the tide.
The audience seems to have some kind of vendetta against the popular kid.
Yikes.
If a friend describes your blind date as interesting, it means, well, it means it didn't go well. They will be bringing, what? They're bringing a fishbowl. They stink. I mean, so once I went on a blind date, Hannah.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know this, Dan.
Yeah, once I did. And let's just say it was interesting.
Oh, no.
let's
Which
just leave
one
it
does
at
that mean? Did they bring a fishbowl?
Let's just leave it at that. It was interesting. Yeah, they'll bring in a fishbowl. Adrian, good answer.
You know what? That would be interesting, I gotta say.
Yeah,
I
well,
would be interested.
Yeah, well thought out. I
Yeah.
really enjoyed that one.
Can see the effort.
Yeah.
That's good.
Well, let's see who won this first one. We're gonna jump into the results here of the first round. And Carmen, good job.
Armin.
Way to go. Excellent.
Dania says, petition for Dan's blind date story time. We could do a special edition of the merge show.
Well, you know.
I mean, you brought it up.
That's true. I did because it was just part of the show, Hannah.
Well,
So.
okay, I respect that, but you asked for this, Dan.
I did. You know what? I need to not talk anymore. Is probably what has
It's
to
okay,
happen.
so guys, this is the merge show with Hannah.
Yeah. There we go. Okay. Actually, you know what? We've got like 74 seconds here. So, a short story of the blind date. Okay.
I'm ready.
Okay. So it was like about 3 years after high school.
Yeah.
It was before I went to Bible college, and there was a friend of mine who said, "Hey Dan, there's this girl that I think you'd really like. Do you want to go on a blind date?" And I was like, "Yeah,
You're like,
I don't
does
know."
she have a fishbowl?
Exactly. Yeah. Does she have a fishbowl? Does she stink? Right.
That's
Just
what
some
you need to
obvious
know.
questions that I think are good to ask. And so I said, "Sure." We'd go. We did it almost as like a double date. So we went.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Yes.
Safe.
Yeah. So we first went to eat. We went to West Edmonton Mall just to eat there. Went to one of the restaurants there.
Yeah.
And then we went afterwards to a movie, which is not a very good spot for a blind date because you actually want to try to have a conversation with that person.
I'd have to agree.
And I did not like my experience at all.
Oh, no.
For someone who is usually quiet and like an introvert,
Yeah.
but I have to talk to this person, she probably thought I was really rude. In fact,
Oh, no.
the feedback was that I was way too quiet and I seemed kind of stuck up. So,
Huh.
you know what?
You know what?
Accurate, right?
Interesting.
Accurate. I don't think it's that far from the truth. Maybe.
Oh, I don't think you're that stuck up.
What? Why would you say it that way? Not that stuck
Okay,
up.
there, Dan.
Okay. Okay. Drama begins. Okay, here we go. You can tell you're a middle child because I'm a middle child. This should be all right.
Well, which one?
Own all
Do
the
you
hair
relate
products.
to?
Own a timeshare.
Oh, I know, Dan. I know which one. And it's not the timeshare.
Those middle childs own all the hair products. Actually, you know what? I've got literally 2 or 3 hair products sitting right next to my sink because
know what?
I use that many.
It's more than I have. I'm not a middle child, though, so that would explain it.
Okay, well, that felt judgy, but that's okay.
Are you kidding?
Just I'm not stuck up.
Man. Pretty stuck up. Oh dear. Now Lin-Manuel Miranda is writing a hip-hop musical about...
Canadian history.
Right.
Dan's blind date.
Come on. Come on. I thought we were over this. I thought we were
That's
past
funny.
this.
It's just getting started.
Quick Dan, most interesting movie you ever watched by Rebecca. Most interesting movie I ever watched? Oh my goodness. I
I watched
don't
a lot of movies.
I do. I watch a lot of movies. Most interesting one? I couldn't even tell you if there's like a most interesting movie.
No?
Probably a movie called Battlefield Earth. And I don't recommend it. It's pretty wild. Like in the sense it's just a bad movie. Did you see they're having a sale on that off-brand perfume? Off-brand perfume? Louis Nordorf. Eau de Water.
Louise Nordoff. That's from
Louise
a TV show
Nordoff.
Caleb and I used to watch.
Oh, there we go. That's got to be Caleb's
As
answer.
children.
Yeah, hands down.
I would vote for you, Caleb.
Which one do you think it's going to be, though?
The water one.
Oh, wow.
Quip
Oh,
Lash.
oh.
Caleb, it's because no one
Ouch.
understands.
Ouch.
You took a risk.
Yeah, that was a big risk. Daddy, where do we go when we die?
Oh, hello.
My kids are asking this question. The Lord loves you, so heaven or Willy Wonka Chocolate Factory.
Oh my gosh.
You know what? If you presented maybe option B there to my kids, they might be okay with going to the Chocolate Factory. I think so.
I don't think I would be.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Dang.
Oh,
my goodness. Yikes.
Oh my goodness. That was rough.
Jordy, ouch.
Ah,
I feel a little
yikes. People would pay good money to see historical footage of...
James Bond 8.
Don't even say that. The first time someone ate poutine, Da Vinci.
You have to tell them.
Have you seen that video?
Caleb,
Dan?
I have not
Da
seen that
Vinci?
video. I have not seen it. Caleb said that someone would pay good money to see footage of my blind date. So
I gotta say, I would.
I don't think anyone wants to see that. Just saying. Oh, this is a little
Ooh.
closer. Oh, never mind.
The audience decided.
Oh, the audience declares.
Your vote matters.
I do
Every
declare.
vote counts.
The best way to convince fast food customers to get a value meal.
Compliment them.
Apache attack helicopters, mention the value. Just mention the value. I think that's solid.
Sold.
I
Sold.
like it.
Caleb, you should take notes for McDonald's.
You should.
No, he
Mention
doesn't
the
think so.
value. Carmen Keith has a crush on Willy Wonka. That's good.
I'm concerned.
Quick Dan, you like dogs or cats more? Oh, dogs all the way. Cats are blah. Just saying. I don't care who I offended out there. I stand by that.
I have a prof who feels the same way.
Do you?
His favorite saying is, "There's a bunch of ways to skin a cat."
Yeah, that's probably true. Why nobody wants to be roommates with Sherlock Holmes. He's going to be sleuthing through your pantaloon. He always knows who ate the salsa. Those are both legit good
Those are
answers.
amazing.
I don't know which one to pick. Oh my goodness.
I don't know. You pick one, I'll pick the other.
I'm going to say salsa. Oh. I thought the pantaloon one was
Yeah,
gold
that
though. I thought that was a
A+
good answer.
creativity. Honestly,
I
I wouldn't
loved
have
it.
thought of the pantaloon.
I loved it. Oh my goodness. Shoplifting would drastically decrease if malls introduced
I thought that said males. I was so confused. Like a mailbox.
Paul Blart Mall Cop, monkeys with rifles. Monkeys with rifles. I'd be afraid to touch anything in the mall.
Yeah, you know what? I probably would stay home.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't go.
Maybe not.
Whole nother reason.
Unless you brought bananas, you could be friends with them.
You could be. That's
The
true.
monkeys.
That's very true. Paul Blart Mall Cop. I feel like the monkeys with rifles should have taken that one. Oof.
Yeah.
That's his second quip.
Yeah, it's a second quip. Good job, Dylan. Owning this.
Dang.
Well, end of round 2. That was a pretty solid round. That was good.
Yeah,
Some
I'm
good
impressed
answers on
with the
that one.
leaders. Yep, you did
Yeah.
good.
So I wouldn't recommend blind dates. I'm just saying.
You know what? I wasn't considering it, but now that I have that insight, definitely off the list.
Okay, that's good.
Yep, I agree.
Fantastic. Benedict Cumberbatch's Sherlock. Actually, you know what? I can honestly say I have never seen that version of Sherlock. And right now, Caleb is looking at me with a strange look on his face.
He's only ever seen one episode.
Okay. There we go. I actually think Robert Downey Jr. did a really good job as Sherlock.
I've never seen it, but
Yeah,
I
you haven't seen
believe
it?
you. I
Oh,
take
it's
your
really good,
word
actually.
for it.
Yeah. Yeah, see, actually, yeah, Josh Collada knows. RDJ does a way better job at Sherlock. Don't even at me. That's right. Katie feels the same way. Okay, I think this third round, I actually think that Dylan's going to take it. He's been getting some good quips
You
here.
think so?
Yeah. I think he's got this. Got some faith in him. Got
Yeah.
lots of faith. Hannah, how's things going with school these days?
Good.
Good.
Yeah, I preach in my homiletics class in like less than a week.
That is fantastic. Do you know what you're
Yeah.
preaching at?
I do. I'm actually preaching on Mark 4, Jesus Calming the Storm.
Ah,
What
yeah,
we talked
yeah.
about. I decided that, and then like that Wednesday we talked about it in Merge, and I was like, it's a sign.
Jesus name.
Perfect. He did know.
Amazing. Love it. Well, that's exciting.
It is something.
Yeah, it's something.
I am excited, but
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
going to do great. I mean, yeah, you're going to do awesome. I remember my first one, and I mean, I was nervous for sure, but
yeah.
it's fun though. It really is. You're going to do an awesome job. It looks like everyone's really against everyone who likes RDJ, which I think is a little judgy. I actually think Robert Downey Jr. did a fantastic job in that movie. Unpopular opinion, it actually might be, but still.
I support you in that.
Yeah, that's
I've
good.
never seen it. I can't really say, but Dan, I will support you.
I'll have to lend it to you because I think it's really good. I think it's an excellent watch.
I look forward to it.
Yes, okay, there you go. Okay, here we go. Jumping into round
The suspense
thrice.
is killing me.
I know. The top 3 ailments diagnosed by old-timey doctors.
Okay.
I'm nervous for these. Recklessness, talk too loud, disease, procrastination, Alzheimer's, arthritis. What's that disease called? Yikes. Oh, man. Recklessness, talk too loud disease. I think talk too loud disease is a real thing. I'm just going to throw that
Do
out
you
there.
think you have it, or do you think you know people who have it?
Do you think I have it, Hannah? Let's put you on the spot right now.
No, I don't.
Okay, there we go. Procrastinate. How do you even say that?
Procrastinitis.
Procrastinitis.
There's
okay.
a D. Procrastinitis.
Yeah, procrastinitis. Oof.
Oh,
Yeah.
the audience really turned the tides
Yeah.
with that one.
There we go. 3 unrealistic goals to set for yourself this year. I don't have any goals.
Go
It's
on a
pandemic.
plane.
I'm trying to stay alive. I
That's
can't do
relatable.
everything. Pull up.
There's a complete opposite ends of
Yeah,
the
wow.
spectrum.
Someone's having a really good year and someone's having a not so good year.
Yeah, you know what? It's good we have everyone represented.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, boy. Jordy blesses you as the audience, you guys. You are making it happen for her tonight.
Yeah, you guys really saved that one.
Yeah, I don't have any. Who got? Oh, Carmen.
Adrian's pretty confident.
Oh,
He's feeling pretty confident.
Adrian.
You should get him on the show to actually do a pull-up.
We should, yeah. 3 things a robot will need to master before they can be human.
Oh my goodness.
Singing love songs a day and why they hate you. Pickle Maslow's hierarchy of needs. How to date blind. Date blind.
Wow, it came
Oh
up
my
with
goodness.
both responses.
Those were gold. I think singing love songs to me is a sign that you're human. Actually,
You know what?
I
I
don't
don't
think
think a
robots can
robot.
pull that off.
Yeah, I don't know if a robot could.
I don't think they could do it either.
Can they feel emotion?
You know what? Some of them maybe. I don't know.
You think so?
Maybe.
Chat. Can robots have emotions?
Oh, look at that. How to
Pickle.
blind date, how to
Pickle.
date
Interesting.
blind. Yeah, very interesting. The 3 perks to living on a pirate ship. Okay. Pirate ship, pirate ship, pirate ship. No more spiders. Or spy.
Oh, Adrian says he can't do a pull-up, so there goes that idea.
Adrian, you can't do a pull-up, and yet you want the rest of us to for our goals? I think that's a little misguided
and
there.
Andrew's professional opinion as a computer engineer, they cannot feel emotions.
Well, that's just his professional opinion. And
Okay, Dan.
last I checked, Facebook would say otherwise. So,
Wow, that's awkward.
how we doing here? Pirate ship. Andrew, you know what? I actually totally agree with you. Like, you're just on a pirate
She
ship.
took it from Dylan.
Oh my goodness.
Oh boy.
Andrew, for the dub, is it coming?
Oh,
Whoa.
did that put him over the top?
Oh,
Not
no, it did
quite.
not. Dylan's got it.
Wow.
Attaboy, Dylan. Way to go.
Nicely done.
Well
That
done.
was a solid game of Quiplash.
Very solid game. I'm super impressed with how that went.
Yeah.
And feel like they nailed it. Just nailed it. Cool. Thanks, guys, for
Awesome.
playing that. We're going to jump to our straw poll because we were talking earlier about
Yes.
favorite Christmas traditions. We'd like to see what you guys feel would be your favorite Christmas traditions. Hannah, what would be your favorite if you had to pick one?
The first one I thought of was on Christmas Eve, we always get, Caleb and I get pajamas, and then you go to sleep in your new Christmas pajamas, and then you wake up Christmas morning. The waking up part's not the tradition, that's just a normal Christmas thing to do, but the pajamas.
I mean, it's good to be clear on what's tradition and what's
I'm
not.
just saying, you
Yeah.
know.
No,
Yeah.
totally agree. Yeah. Well, actually, that was actually one that we just started with the kids.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, just 3 or 4 years ago now. We just started that one because we had heard about a few families doing it. We thought, oh, that'd be so much fun.
a good
so,
time.
oh man, it's so
I'm a
good.
fan.
I love new pajamas. Those are
Yeah.
the best things. So
Do you
good.
and Christy get pajamas also?
We do. We give each other pajamas.
Oh, perfect.
So good. Yeah. All right. Here's some of our responses. Opening one present the night before Christmas Day. Christmas dinner with grandparents. Eating pizza on Christmas Day.
that's the way to do it.
That is a good idea. Opening one present Christmas Eve again. Opening presents with fam by fireplace. So we see a lot of Christmas Eve. Eating Chinese food Christmas Eve.
Love it.
We did that all the time growing up as kids. That's a good one. Having bacon and egg cups on Christmas morning. Drinking eggnog with me mumsy. That's a good one.
Did you say?
Eating gingerbread cookies, but not the overly gingery ones, the good ones.
It's good to be clear.
Yeah, no, it's going to be clear. There is such a thing as too much ginger. That's very clear. Setting up the Christmas tree with my family and going to church on Christmas Eve. That is wholesome. Decorating the Christmas tree and the rest of the house. Those are all fantastic ones. I learned of a new one that I haven't done, but is
Really?
really popular. Really
excited
popular.
about that.
Yeah, like this is business now.
Okay.
Really popular in Japan.
Oh,
One of the things that probably most of the country, and I kid you not, this is true fact, that though for their Christmas meal that most of the country eats,
yeah.
KFC. They eat.
You heard it here first, folks.
They eat that stuff, and I was just like, that's.
KFC.
They eat KFC on
There you go.
on Christmas Day. I think that is just wild, just
So wild.
totally crazy. Dan's been watching far too much. Dan does not watch anime, Andrew. Actually, thank you for asking that question, and for mentioning that. But no, I don't. I don't watch anime. That was fantastic. All right, we're gonna move on to our video here in just a moment. So this is now episode 2. This is with Andrew, and he did
so
an awesome
exciting.
job, right?
Oh yeah.
Super good. Okay.
Killed it, Andrew.
So killed it. Okay, we're not going to waste any more time. We're going to boot right to the video and give you guys a chance to watch that, and we will see you on the other side. Enjoy episode 2.
It's hard to put into words the human reality of suffering. Suffering is one of the few things that is universal to every person. We all experience it in one form or another. But it's also incredibly personal, and everyone experiences it in different ways. For some of us, we come from supportive families, we have great friends, and we have a lot of people rooting for us. But that doesn't make our lives easy. We still know a thing or two about hardship. For others of us, we don't even have that. It feels like the odds have been stacked against us since day one. Some of you have been through things that those around you can't even imagine. And for that, I'm sorry. As Christians, this is a hard idea for us to accept, because we believe in a God who is all-powerful, all-knowing, and all-loving. So how can we reconcile that this God who loves us so much, who can do anything, who cares about each of us individually, how can that God allow these terrible things to happen? When I was at the end of junior high, I was, like most people, cautiously optimistic to head into high school. I was hoping that, along with my friends, we could have maybe it wouldn't be perfect, but we'd make it through. Unfortunately, though, in the end of junior high, my parents decided that we should move to BC. Our family lived there, and they thought that they always wanted to go back. So, my summer vacation was spent alone in my basement, in a new place where I didn't know anyone. It was hard, and a lot of you guys have experienced the same thing this past summer. When school started, I was hopeful that I'd meet some people, make a friend or two, and I'd get to start the next chapter of my life, but didn't quite work out that way. Every day, whoever I tried to connect with, it just seemed like they didn't want any part of me. They thought I was weird and an outsider, and they wouldn't accept me. I remember feeling just scared to go to school every day, scared to face their rejection again and again. I even switched schools to try to see if it would make it any better, but Unfortunately, that didn't help. Eventually, my parents decided that I should just do school online, which, again, you guys have had to experience this as well. I had to do it halfway through the semester, so not only was I starting school all over by myself, but I had to cram like mad just to finish on time, let alone get good grades. In this extended period of isolation, I started to go into a depression. I slept all day, was awake all night, and I felt like I had no control over myself. I'd look at myself in the mirror and think, come on, what are you doing? It's no wonder that no one wanted to hang out with you. I didn't like myself at all. Things weren't good. Eventually my parents decided that the move wasn't the right call, and we came back to Alberta, but the damage had been done. I'd been wounded, and it wasn't something that could be just fixed like that. Honestly, I think I'm still dealing with some of those things even today. Now, a lot of you guys have similar stories, and a lot of them are a lot worse. And it still begs the question, how can a God who's all-powerful and who loves us deeply allow these things to happen? If he was trying to teach me something, why didn't he do it in a better way or an easier way if he's God? There's a book of the Bible that talks about this. It's called Job. It's about a guy named Job. And Job was a great guy. He had a lot of wealth, he had a big family, and everyone in the community loved him. He was so generous, he was respectful and kind to all, and he always made sure to follow God's law. He never deviated from it. He was considered an upright and blameless guy. Now, Satan wasn't happy about this. He approaches God and he says, look, God, it's great that Job loves you and all, but the only reason he does is because you've given him so much. If you took that all away, I guarantee Job wouldn't be singing your praises. God says, all right, go ahead, take what he has, but make sure you spare his life. So Job ends up having the worst day of his life. A couple of his servants run up to him, and first one says, Job, all of your possessions, your livestock, your wealth, everything, it's been stolen. And what hasn't been stolen has been destroyed in a fire. Instantly, Job goes from the wealthiest man in his community to having nothing. Immediately after that, another servant approaches Job and says, Job, your children, they were all eating together in one of your houses, and the house collapsed. They all died. Not one of them survived. A couple days after that, Job's inflicted with this terrible skin disease. He has sores all over his body. He's in constant pain, and he looks awful. How would you feel if you had to go through something like that? Job was in despair. His friends approached him after all this, and they saw his sorry state, and they had no idea what to say. They sat down and just were silent. They had no idea what to do. Eventually, Job speaks and says, guys, I regret that I was ever born. Life is just suffering to me. I don't know why I'm here. He says that he is a good man. He's done what's right. He's followed God's commands to the most highest degree. And yet, everything was taken from him. He goes on to say, look around us. There's evil people all around us, people who are selfish, who only care about themselves, who just want to get ahead, who manipulate and use others, and they're doing just fine. Their children are safe, they're wealthy, they're doing awesome. How can this be? What's the point of all this? Job's friends try to talk him out of it. They say to him, "Oh, Job, there must have been something that you did, and you need to turn to God and repent, and he'll definitely restore you." But Job isn't having it. He says, "Guys, there's nothing. Point out one thing I've done wrong. You can't. I didn't deserve this. This isn't fair." I'm sure a lot of us have experienced things like this, where bad things happen and we can't explain why. It seems like there's no rhyme or reason. Something's wrong in the world. Now, this isn't where Job's story ends, but for now, I want to pause here, because I want you guys to really wrestle with these questions. When you look around at the world, can you see that? Does it feel like something is off? Things aren't as they should be? When you look at your own life, can you see things that just aren't fair? Just don't make sense? Talk about these things in your small groups, and really, I want you guys to wrestle with them. These are important questions. Again, for those of you who've been through terrible things, I'm sorry. But the Bible has a voice, an empathetic voice that's been there too.
So good, right?
That was awesome.
Andrew,
Yeah.
rock star.
It was really good.
Oh man, just like love that. And he did it actually. In fact, it was all in one take too.
Yeah, that's
which was-
impressive.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah.
Really, really good. Well, guys, in just a few minutes, we're going to send you off to Zoom, but there's a couple things I want to plug before we do that. So,
Totally. So we want to be engaging with you guys throughout the week. So you can check us out on Facebook, Instagram, or Discord. And if you ever want a sneak peek at the teaching videos that are going to be played on a Wednesday, you can check out the YouTube channel on Monday, and they will all be up there. So
yeah, totally, guys. Make sure you check that out. So, yeah, in just a minute here, we're going to send you off to Zoom. We're just going to get all the links up and running here. Once you see your link, you can head off, and we'll see you next week. But Zoom, I find, is a really good tool. But man, you can get tired of Zoom over time, can't you?
yeah,
Is it true?
you can.
Yeah, you totally can. And in fact, for I'd say probably most of you, back in the spring, that's all you were doing for school. I am thankful that that's not the case for a lot of you anymore. You're able to actually be in class. It's a nice change.
Yeah, me too. It
Yeah.
makes a difference.
Really good. What is your favorite Zoom game you've ever played?
Oh man, my favorite Zoom game? I've never played the one where they're like, hey, everyone go find this item in your house, but I've heard so much about it. I want to play that one.
I actually know that's a good one. We actually did that one with the grade 7s.
Yeah?
Yeah, like back.
Was it good?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think it was good from where I was. I mean,
That's good.
Well, I mean, yeah. I wasn't the one looking for stuff.
Fair enough.
But I was one of the ones telling them exactly what to find.
I
so,
could do that.
Yeah. So you know what, it
Grade
was
8
a fun
girls.
game.
We might
so,
try it.
Yeah, it was really good fun. I hear that there's another Zoom game that I had heard that was fun. If you guys know of other fun Zoom games, maybe post in the chat, because it's always good to have a good idea for what to do for Zoom. Zoom can sometimes feel a little maybe long sometimes. So anyway, it's just kind of get to know what we can do for games in Zoom if we're ever playing
Totally.
them. I never played a Zoom meeting. What the heck? Oh, Carmen. Okay, well.
That is not correct.
I am sorry that you have not experienced that, but Dan, one more question. Can you have too much chocolate and chocolate chips? Answer wisely. Hannah says no. No?
But I'm not Dan, so it's,
Oh, okay.
I don't have to be wise. I can
Gotcha.
just-
I think that you can have too much chocolate and chocolate chips. I think that's possible. So I apologize, Rebecca, if that's not the answer you were wanting to hear,
Incorrect.
but that's just how it goes. So unfortunate for that.
Yes, Dan, yeah, I am zooming from the church. So I will start our small group promptly.
Yes, Hannah is on it. So that's good.
I'm not gonna zoom while I drive because the roads are icy.
That would be dangerous. Although, too,
Stay safe, everybody.
I have actually, like, I've actually seen that happen. Like, I've actually watched YouTube where someone's done that. They've been zooming
while they drive.
while they're
Like
driving.
zooming in the car, like going super fast. Like
Oh,
zoom.
yeah.
Or-
So, is that your car noise? Zoom.
Yeah, I say that when I'm driving all the time.
When you pass people, zoom.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start doing that. That's a good one.
It's fun. It's
That's
exciting. I feel like
fantastic.
I'm in Mario Kart.
Yes, there you go. How are we doing with the links, fellas? Can we we're just about there?
You get the grade 8s, but you guys can finish up and then we'll.
Grade 8s.
Okay, grade
Girls,
8s.
we
I
don't
think most
need
of
a
you know
link.
that one, but we will figure that out and we'll get cracking here. So, anyway, guys, thanks so much for the show tonight. Really appreciate you all, and enjoy your time in Zoom.
Yeah.
Hope you have a good time. Really good, Hannah, to have you as our guest host this
Thank
week.
you.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Good to be here.
Awesome. All right, guys, we will see you next week. Enjoy Zoom.